the most neglected part of our life is our sleep. Tell me seriously, how many of you really value your sleep? How many of you are grateful to have a sound sleep? And bigger question, how many of you actually have a sound sleep? Let's talk about free gift of Mother Nature, which is the biggest doctor, and how to actually utilize it. Hari Om, I am Acharya Pratishtha. I welcome you all at Bharat Yoga English, and today we are talking about the most important aspect of healthy living, and that is our sleep. If we are looking at something on Netflix or Amazon Prime or any other OTT, we would definitely delay our sleep, thinking that let's finish it and then we're going to go to sleep, no matter how sleepy we are. If we are working on a project that we need to submit tomorrow or within few days, the first and the most important thing we are going to put at stake is our sleep. That's okay, let's work for 1 more hour and then we can sleep. Sleep is not a big thing. If there is a child, no matter it is his will or parents' will, he has to finish a project, he has to finish a topic. First thing that would be put at stake is that child's sleep. But do you know the most important thing, the most important doctor in your life is your sleep? Well, Paramatma has given you 8 hours to relax, to rejuvenate, to manage all the repairs, all the problems that had occurred throughout the day. These 8 hours are most important 8 hours of your entire day, and these 8 hours are your sleeping hours. But as I said, we put our sleep at stake because we do not even realize how important is our sleep. So today, let's understand how important is your sleep. Let's understand how many hours of sleep is required for what age group, and we will also talk about how we can actually have a good sound sleep, because you all must have noticed at some point of your life that no matter whether sometimes we have slept for 8 hours, but when we wake up in the morning we are not fresh, right? But sometimes even a 20 minutes of nap or maybe 15 minutes of nap relaxes us and we feel so energetic. That simply means that quality of sleep is more important than quantity of sleep. So let's talk about what happens to your body when you sleep. When you sleep, your postural muscles are relaxed. When you sleep, your entire system is at rest and it prepares itself for the next day. When you sleep, Vata, Pitta, Kapha naturally balances. When you sleep, your heart rate is reduced. When you sleep, you heal your entire system, which is the biggest benefit of sleep. Now, when you do not get enough sleep, it leads us towards hallucinations, it leads us towards tiredness, it leads us towards imbalance of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. It also leads us towards imbalance of Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva in our body. And more than that, it leads us towards diseases and problems. Lack of sleep also pushes us towards mental health problems, not just physical. And a good sleep can bless us with not just a healthy body, but also a stable mind. So, what to do? How many hours of sleep is required? See, it depends first on your age, then your lifestyle, and then whether you are a yogi or not. So, you must have seen an infant. What is the routine? Okay, he wakes up, he takes a feed, he does susu potty, and then again he sleeps. This is how an infant lives because his body needs more sleep. Similarly, when we are growing up, for school goers, 10 to 12 hours of sleep or maybe 8 to 10 minimum are required. But what do we do to our children? No, 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 no. You have to, children are sleeping at 12, they are waking up at 6, and then they are not taking rest during daytime, which is giving them spectacles, which is also affecting their height. Children who are into sports, who are left tense free, no burden is on their shoulders, they gain more height than those children who are constantly put under stress, who are constantly being dictated to do this and that, and to study and to score marks and to do good in this and to good in that. This kind of pressure, whether it is the social pressure, peer pressure, or any kind of pressure, that takes away their depth of their sleep, and also that affects their physical growth, including their height and their brain and their eyesight and everything. When we talk about adults, as per medical science, an adult needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But as I said, sometimes you must have noticed that even after 8 hours of sleep, we are not fresh. But then sometimes even a 20 minutes of nap can do wonders. Now the point is, and then when we age, secretions from our pineal and pituitary gland decreases, which makes our sleep very, very fragile. So it's like there is little sound and you wake up. There is some movement in the house or nearby and you wake up. And then there is no time of sleeping and waking up. And you must have seen in elderly people, it's like sometime they're sleeping, the next moment they wake up, and this kind of thing goes on. Why? Because we are not doing anything for our pituitary and pineal gland as we age. Now, what happens when you practice yoga abhyas every day? When you practice yoga abhyas every day, it works on your pineal and pituitary gland, it works on your body and your mind, it works on your brain and your entire system, whether we talk about skeleton system, endocrine system, reproductive system, nervous system, every system yoga abhyas works. But how do we have sound sleep? Let's come to this point. So what you have to do, just 2 3 very simple habits. One, know that your sleep is a blessing. Only then you can value it. Your sleep is a blessing. Just don't ignore it. If you can sleep soundly, trust me, you are among those very few people who are blessed. So be grateful that you have sound sleep and avail it. Second, if you're still, you already have started facing problems with your sleep, first and most important thing, fix your time of sleeping. So let's say by 10, maximum by 10, I have to be on the bed and I have to sleep. So initially it will take you a little struggle, that because since so long you're sleeping at 12 or 1 or 2, so your mind will require some time to adjust into this new schedule. But that's okay. You have to, that's your mind. You should be able to control your mind, and not that mind should be controlling you. So it will take a little time, but fix your time. Let's say first step is fix your time to go to bed, and fix your time of waking up also. Make sure you are up by 6. So this is more important than fixing a sleep time, because once you start waking up morning, you will start sleeping on time. Second thing, once your time is fixed, now you fix a before bed schedule. So when I say before bed schedule, which means, okay, fine, 10 I have to sleep, so from 9 I become screenless. This is very, very important. When I say screenless, no mobile, no television screen, no iPad, no laptop, nothing. By 9 I'm done with the screen. That's it. Because whatever is the last impression on your brain, that's going to remain throughout the night for next 8 hours. So if you're looking at the crime series and then you're going to bed, that's gonna hit you badly throughout night. Or maybe you just went through a fight, or maybe you were scrolling when what your competitors were doing, and then you go to bed and you're constantly thinking about that. So before bed, so as I said, 10 is the time I have to sleep, so by 9 I become screenless. Then I follow a schedule. First is do Gharshan Kriya of Bharat Yoga. I'll be sharing the link at the description box. Then you practice Bhramari Pranayam for around 5 times on the bed only. Then you Bhramari, block your ears, inhale through your nose, and then exhale, and while exhaling, create the sound of humming. Gently unblock your ears. No hurry to open your eyes, slowly open your eyes. So Bhramari Pranayam has to be done after you become screenless. Then practice Gharshan Kriya, then practice Bhramari Pranayam 5 times, and then Pranav Ucharan, which means inhale. This we have to do 13 times. Now, what is the exact right way of doing this? What should be the ratio of 3 sounds? I'll share the link of the video, because it's a lengthy process. You have a look at that video. After that, you lie down. So when you lie down, initially your mind will disturb you. So what is the best way? Just Take any mantra, whichever culture you follow. Best is Gayatri mantra. So keep chanting Gayatri mantra mentally before falling asleep. And then this mantra will take you to deeper sleep. This very simple before bed schedule. So let's do a quick recap. No screen after 9. Gharshan Kriya of Bharat Yoga. You can also do Telam Kriya if you want, which means Gharshan. Within Gharshan Kriya, put some oil in your navel and nostrils as well. Then you practice Brahmani Pranayam. Then you practice Pranav Ucharan 13 times, and then lie down and chant Gayatri Mantra mentally, not verbally. Follow this for 1 week, and trust me, you are going to send me so many messages that, wow, Guruma, this was so lovely, and we have started getting this wonderful sleep. One more thing you must do is evening, around 6 or 7, or maybe just before bed, after doing Pranav Ucharan, you can just play Bharat Yoga's Yoga Nidra, and that Yoga Nidra will take you into deep sleep. This is one of the easiest and best things. So I'll be sharing the link of Yoga Nidra at the description box. That's all for today. If you have any other question, any other query, do not hesitate to send us your questions and your queries, and I'll be very happy to come up with a video on these queries and questions. Also, we'll be having our next Bharat Yoga retreat at Rishikesh from 25th to 28th July. So all those who can come and be a part of it, this is a very, very important retreat because it's just before Shravan Mas, and Ganga Snan before Shravan Mas and Yoga Abhyas before Shravan Mas plays a very important role. So all those who can manage to come, I invite you all to come and stay with us at Rishikesh. Lots of love, light and blessings. Stay happy, stay healthy. Hari Om.